Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Castantino with... Oh my god. So, I've already made one video about a loser director who just... Well, at least he made movies people like. Not some independent... He's not known for just some random independent piece of shit that no one has ever heard of. And then... So recently, Crian Rian has been going out trying to, in his need to stay relevant, and he's by coming out and saying, well, it's totally okay if they retcon everything I did in episode 8. I don't care. It's fine. I like to have my, blah blah blah. I'm a fucking retard. Now here's the thing. Okay, now I've seen people saying, oh, finally, I agree with something this guy says. I've heard people say, this and that. They're mad that it's like, why did you bother making this fucking movie in the first place? So, now, what my personal thought is, two things. Because there's a lot going on, and everything I'm going to say is just things I've heard from places like Midnight's Edge, Mecha Random 42, Doomcock, places like that, because I don't feel like going to these bloggers. That's all they are. They're not they call themselves mainstream, but they're bloggers, and fuck them. But there seems to be a lot going on in Disney. The recent snafu with Captain Marvel, where the actress didn't know how to keep her mouth shut. The rumors that maybe that Feige shoved her in there and the last minute, which completely may have made $1 billion needed. Probably. Well, honestly, we'll get to that later. But let's get back to Crian Rian. So Star Wars, a fucking franchise that should have no problem keeping up with the MCU, has been having a problem keeping up with the MCU. In fact, it is so behind. The DCEU is doing 10 times better than it. And it's just easy to say. You know, you got mismanagement from a complete leech like Kathleen Kennedy, who's done nothing but leached her way into prominence by working with George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. You have Iger, who, whether he's just a lazy, good-for-nothing CEO who, I'll take responsibility, but do nothing about it because, oh, we need to show stability. Stability in our things so much. Yes, because that's what you need. You need stability. No, you dumbass. If your freaking investors weren't complete morons, which apparently they are, they would want a goddamn group with, yes, stability and good leadership. You got one of those things. You've got stability, but unfortunately the stability is leaning too far to the freaking down spiral. Sorry. Your freaking live action movies aren't cutting it. Your freaking MCU movies are possibly going... Your MCU movies are going to turn out to be like the Marvel Studio, the Marvel Comics, dead on arrival anymore. Your freaking... And Star Wars, according to rumor, has gone from being worth $4 billion to maybe 1.75 at best. Explain this to me. Explain why an investor would want anything to do with this company when their management just freaking throws money out the window like that. when they have a CEO so damn lazy that he doesn't want to fucking deal with any of the problems. If freaking Iger wanted to do anything, he would have freaking publicly, he came out and said, we're not, that Crian Rian no longer is getting his freaking trilogy. Kathleen Kennedy would have been shipped to a spot where she's not, can live out the rest of her freaking useless contract and not cause any more issues. But she's still the president of the Lucasfilm because stability, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got all of that. And we come back to Crian Rian again. Basically, my opinion is this is nothing more than like what's going on with Kurtzman over in CBS. What's going on over there is his and freaking A.J. Abrams' vision of Star Trek is failing. It's a failure. The merchandise that they wanted to sell isn't selling. And yes, J.J. is now on Star Wars, but fuck you, he's not doing much there either. The merchandise isn't selling. There is no merchandise for Discovery. There's nothing but troubles and issues, according rumors in behind the scenes. CBS is losing money out of the ass because of the stupid deals made by their former CEO Moonves, who should have been freaking and batted over the head with a goddamn sledgehammer for his bullshit. The fact that the former owner, I can't remember what his idiot name is, freaking even split the licensing was beyond stupid. But hey, we're not dealing with smart people. We were dealing with old people who had no business fucking running a company. So yeah, this is just the same old shit. This is like Kurtzman saying, "Oh yeah, we got this in the stop thing. We got this in the works. We got this in the works. We got this in the works. This isn't picked up yet. This isn't getting picked up yet. This isn't going to be picked up yet until this is done. But this isn't." And based on what Doomcock has heard, his people are telling him nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. CBS is just losing money because Moonves freaking made a crap garbage contract with this little idiot who's been nothing but a failure his entire damn career. Universal got him to try to create a monster universe for their classic monsters, Dracula, the Mummy, and all that. Failed on the first movie. He wrote. I think he was one of the writers for him, and he was one of the writers for Into Darkness, a movie which I wanted to was the movie that really made me want to punch both him and Abrams for, because it was garbage. Oh yeah, we're going. It was completely like. Anyway, the guy's a failure. The guy's a failure at life. The only thing he's good at, apparently, is either selling snake oil, eating shit, sucking dick like an MF, or he either sucks major dick, like he fucking will take that thing to the root and just choke to death on it, freaking licking whatever pussy he needs, or he's got freaking an info to blackmail these people into giving him a job. I cannot see anybody, any producer with any intelligence going, where is it? Where did I put him? Well, Mr. Kurtzman, it looks like you were a big failure according to your resume. You've done a lot of things in the past with other places, and every one of them lost money. But golly gee, we're going to hire you because you just look like such a great stand-up guy. Really? This is exactly what I'm seeing with Crian Rian. His movie came out, people didn't like it. It made $1 billion because the Star Wars license, but it didn't come anywhere close to what Force Awakens did. People were rejecting it. He freaking turns into a huge crybaby and starts calling everybody names because he's a fat bastard who fucking can't stand, whose mommy and daddy point, you're a good boy, you're going, well, everybody else just is an a-hole, you're a good boy, you're a winner, you're always going to be a winner. Never tell people you're always going to be a winner. Never tell your kids that. Always strive to push your kids to do better. Because good enough good enough. But anyway, so enough of my parental advice. But yeah, so that's all this is. This is all this is to me. Everybody's making a bigger deal out of it because you got these idiot blog sites going, oh my god, he's still doing his trilogy. He's still doing the trilogy. And it's like, who's saying this? Who is saying this? The only people I'm hearing this is him. He's not even saying it. He's hinting. And you guys. And you're just repeating what he says. And he's an idiot. He's a fucking hateful little bastard. I hate to tell you this, but much like everyone else over in Hollywood, he's a hateful bastard. So, yeah, has no trilogy. Right now, he has no trilogy. Why do I think that he said this? Number one, there may be talks that, because Kathleen Kennedy only got a 3-year extension, that my belief is something may be coming down to maybe look like we're going to kiss the fans' asses, which is something they probably should have been doing since day one. Number two, because the Game of Thrones guys who are making a movie, trilogy, TV show, I don't even know anymore, they're making something. So they came out and said, when asked if they're worried about the fan backlash, their response was, nope, because I'm paraphrasing, nope, because our fans don't hate us. Now, that could be taken several ways, but the way I'm taking it even is that's a shot at freaking Crian Rian and a lot of the people over in Lucasfilm, because here's these guys making this thing. It has nothing to do with the Skywalkers. Total plus there. It has nothing to do with current events in the Star Wars universe. Like the Empire? No. None of that's there. It's going back to the Old Republic, which is fine. I'm fine with that. I wish the sequel trilogy had nothing to do with the Skywalkers. Blasphemy. And fuck anybody who thinks I'm not a Star Wars fan because I've actually found a better appreciation for the damn prequels. Kiss my ass. But yeah, it's either he might even be mad at them because they freaking called him out on his bullshit. And this is just him trying to kiss the fans' asses so that when if he makes his goddamn trilogy or movie, which I've even heard rumors that it's gone cut from 3 movies to 1, and I don't know why you even give him that, because apparently the guy can't be asked to freaking make one good movie. Yeah, it's just mind-boggling. The whole situation in Hollywood is full of people, studios and stuff learning, oh shit, our stuff's not going as like we wanted it to. And so they're going back to this, and it's like, you idiots already burned down the bridges. Ryan, it already burned down the bridges. The only thing that will save Star Wars right now, and I don't think Star Wars really needs saving so much, because I have no doubts Episode 9 is going to do well. Whether it's going to do well enough, that's a totally different thing. Considering I've been hearing there have been reshoots, and that's just another discussion, because all these movies have to keep having reshoots, which makes them more expensive, which makes them push more and more to, the days of getting $500 million for a movie and it being a success don't exist anymore. Because these big budgets are getting overinflated, which is what's happening over at CBS with Star Trek. But yeah, I don't take it however you want it. I personally think this is just him doing like Klutzman, trying to stay relevant, trying to bail out the water from his sinking ship. Because I mean, you're not hearing anything from Kennedy. You haven't heard anything from that bitch since her freaking 3-year extension. In fact, I guarantee you that she only, after that 3 years is up. I'm not going to guarantee anything, but basically, she's got nothing. It really sounds more and more like she's got nothing. They basically stripped her of all her power. She's just a figurehead now. So, yeah. Again, personally, I hope they realize. So the ball's in Disney's court now. I hope they realize that there is no future pushing this hateful, immature man baby and letting him do whatever he wants for what should be a multi-billion-dollar franchise. You've already lost $3 billion you've already lost over $2 billion. Over $2 billion. Yeah, you've already lost over allegedly $2 billion in revenue because the Star Wars isn't no longer worth the $4 you gave to George. So George is freaking laughing his ass off. And everything else, it's like, me personally, I don't care. I do not care. I do have the Farce Awakens and Last Shit Show, but that's going to be it. No, I might rent 9 one day when it comes out on video, but I'm done. I am done. That's unfortunately possible. So, this is Castantino. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.